They whispered it behind his back. He's not smart enough. He's too poor. He'll never make it. He should stop dreaming. The boy heard those words more often than encouragement. Teachers underestimated him. Classmates ignored him. Neighbors treated his future like a joke. Even some relatives gently suggested he should lower his expectations and accept a simple life. But deep inside him lived a quiet fire. He didn't grow up surrounded by opportunity. His home was small, sometimes crowded, often uncertain. Money was always tight. Power cuts were normal. Some nights dinner was nothing more than bread and tea. His clothes were passed down from others. His school books were second-hand and missing pages. Yet his dreams were brand new. Every morning, he walked to school with shoes that barely held together. But his mind walked towards something bigger. He imagined a future where his parents didn't worry about bills. A future where his name meant something. A future where struggle was not permanent. But the world kept testing him. In class, when he raised his hand, the teacher often ignored him. When he answered questions, others laughed at his accent, his mistakes, his confidence. He failed exams not because he was incapable, but because he lacked guidance, resources, and sometimes belief in himself. One day, after receiving another low score, a teacher said quietly but clearly, "Maybe academics just aren't for you." Those words cut deeper than any insult. That afternoon, he walked home slowly. His mind replayed the sentence again and again. Maybe this really isn't for me. Maybe everyone is right. Maybe I should stop trying. But something inside him refused to surrender. That night, instead of sleeping, he opened his damaged book and started reading under a dim light. He didn't understand everything. He reread pages many times. He wrote notes in the margins. He searched for meaning instead of excuses. That became his routine. While others slept, he studied. While others played, he practiced. While others doubted, he prepared. Progress was slow and painful. Some days he felt invisible. Some days he felt stupid. Some days he wanted to quit. But he remembered the whispers, the laughter, the disbelief, and he used it as fuel. He didn't want revenge. He wanted growth. Years passed. He failed more times than he succeeded. Rejections followed him like shadows. Applications were ignored. Opportunities slipped away. But each failure sharpened him. Each disappointment taught him resilience. Each setback strengthened his patience. He learned to improve himself, not impress others. He read everything he could find. He learned new skills. He listened to successful people speak and copied their discipline, not their lifestyle. He trained his mind to stay focused when emotions tried to pull him down. Slowly, people began to notice. Not his background, not his clothes, not his past. They noticed his consistency. He started performing better in school. Teachers began trusting him with responsibility. Classmates started asking him for help. Confidence quietly replaced insecurity. But the real test came after graduation. The world outside was even harsher. Jobs were limited. Competition was fierce. Interviews ended with polite rejection. Bills still existed. Responsibilities multiplied. Doubt tried to return again. This time, he didn't panic. He remembered the boy who studied under dim lights. He remembered the insults. He remembered the long nights of discipline. And he kept moving forward. He accepted small work others ignored. He saved carefully. He invested in learning instead of comfort. He took risks that scared him. Some failed, some succeeded, but all moved him forward. One idea finally worked, then another. Then momentum followed effort. His work began creating value. People started trusting him. Opportunities expanded. Income grew. Confidence solidified. His name began carrying weight instead of doubt. The same people who once whispered now watched in silence. The same voices that said he'll never make it now said we always believed in him. He smiled not in anger, but in understanding. They never saw the nights of loneliness. They never saw the silent discipline. They never saw the fear he fought daily. They only saw the results. But he remembered everything. Success didn't make him arrogant. It made him grateful. He helped his family live with dignity. He supported others who struggled like he once did. He spoke to young students who reminded him of himself. He told them one powerful truth. People may doubt you, But you must never doubt yourself. His story spread, not because he chased attention, but because perseverance attracts respect. The boy everyone doubted had become unstoppable, not because he was the smartest, not because he was the luckiest, not because life was easy, but because he refused to quit when quitting felt logical. He learned that unstoppable doesn't mean perfect. It means persistent. It means showing up when motivation disappears. It means believing when evidence says otherwise. It means choosing growth over comfort. It means turning pain into purpose. And his story is not just his. It is for anyone who feels underestimated, for anyone who has been labeled weak, slow, incapable, or unworthy, for anyone who feels invisible in a loud world. If you've ever been doubted, good. That means you have something to prove, not to others, but to yourself. If you've ever failed, good. That means you're trying. If life has been hard on you, good. That means you're being trained for strength. Never allow other people's opinions to write your destiny. Never allow temporary failure to define permanent identity. Never allow fear to silence your potential. Your past does not control your future, your discipline does. The boy everyone doubted became unstoppable not because the world changed, but because he did. And if he could rise from doubt into power, so can you.